We're going to be looking at the Saw Viper. The Saw Viper is a classic G.I. Joe character. Why? Because the individual Saw Viper character is the one that had the first skills of all the G.I. Joe troops in the original Larry Hama comic from the 1980s. He originally killed several classic Joes, such as Doc, Crankcase, Heavy Metal, and several more. You can have this guy as an army builder or as an individual. It depends on what you want to do. This is Hervé from Comic Book Bin, figurine since 2002. Like and subscribe. So these are the Saw Vipers. I've got two of them, like I mentioned. I've got one who's fully suited with the shoulder pads, and another one who's lightly geared, still with the face mask right here. Now in that backpack of theirs, there's a lot of ammo. I don't like the design of this ammo. I prefer traditional ammo like this. I think these look much better. These remind me of the old Gatling gun rock and roll figure from the G.I. Joe line. These look less realistic, so I don't really like them very much. Now I like the face mask a lot. I had two, obviously, so I decided to pick the one that had the best paint overall, and this one's gonna be unmasked. I can picture creating new troops with extra heads of Cobra troops, different light skins, and so on. That's possible too. So these guys are very heavily geared and protected. This is completely new. We haven't seen this bodysuit elsewhere. The arms, I don't know if everything is new on this guy. I really don't know. It seems like the torso might be reused, but I can't tell. It seems like it's like the Grunt Stalker build, but I don't know. I can't certify since I have never removed this gear pack here. I know that this was used for the roadblock that came in the Tiger Force 2-pack with Tripwire, but I didn't get those because I already had the original roadblock, so I'm using this with these guys instead, and I like it this way. I like when stuff is unique to Cobra or Joe's, but not reused across the lines. It doesn't make sense for them to be having the exact same gear pack. He comes with, obviously, a pistol with a silencer. You can't remove the ammo, and you cannot remove the silencer here. They're glued on. Well, they're not glued on, they're sculpted in this way. He has a knife in the back. Put more light. That's better. I don't recall seeing this knight in the past, but it's nice. Roadblock could put the pedestal of his heavy machine gun here, or even carry this with his hands. Same thing for those guys. Well, you can't put anything here, so this peg is extra. If you want to clip it, you could. Now the Saw Viper, we all know that the saw in Saw Viper means that it's about the machine gun, not this thing. But the designers at Hasbro decided they were gonna add something nifty and just add this. Now this will fall easily. It's not really pegged in properly. It doesn't stay there solidly. I've put the pack here as well as the ammo belt. They're not supposed to be used concurrently, but I've managed to squeeze them in just enough so both of them can get in here. It works. One of the reasons for me doing this is because I didn't want to have extra parts lying around, so I've managed to do it for both figures. So they clip in, and this also clips in. There's just enough space for the two of them to clip in here in the machine gun. Now, like I mentioned, he's got the helmet and the neck piece. You can see this, it's the same guy. And a separate neck piece that you can remove or customize as you wish, which gives you a more varied set of troop builders. And I like that. I like that not all the troops look the same. I really enjoy that. I think it looks better. He's got the heavy shoulder gear. I gave my extra shoulder pads to Metalhead this way. The color scheme almost fits with the crimson and reddish gray look. So this gear was used with this guy, and I think it's a winner. He actually looks more protected than before, even though Metalhead is a bit crazy. So this is the Saw Viper. Let's look at the articulation. You'll notice that there's no articulation at the shins because this is all sculpted in. But you can rotate the thighs a bit. There are pinless double knee articulation. They are a bit stiff, but they work. This is all sculpted in, so this is not an extra part. The clip fell off. It's got double articulation at the elbows, but for obvious reason, I'm not going to move it. It's not easy to put him, to set him up easily. I find that the feet are a bit too small for this figure, even though he's not the biggest Joes. He's not the biggest Cobra of all. A lot of people complain that this guy should be bigger. He's not. He's a tiny guy. A short guy, I should say, not a tiny guy. He's a short guy. There you go. Clip again. By the way, I wanted to show you how Metalhead looks with a helmet from the Saw Vipers. I think he looks nifty next to them this way. He looks like he's their leader. So this extra helmet will make any Cobra look cool. If you're wondering if you want to reuse this on someone else, I think it fits the aesthetics of Metalhead. It's almost the same kind of green for the eyelids here. And the color scheme fits really well if you use those shoulder pads with the helmet. It's the same color. So you may want to upgrade your Metalhead if you want. He's not going to look bad at all. So this is the figure. I like the articulation, I like the look. This is another Cobra winner, part of the major Cobra legions of nameless hopefuls. So this is Hervé from Comic Book Bin, affiliated since 2002. Like and subscribe.